Alright, we are doing some country style ribs today. Made up some rub, put it on them this morning around 7 a.m. It's around 1:30 or so now. Been out doing some running around. I wanted to have them on there about an hour or two ago, but didn't work out. Joined the B&B Charcoal Club today. I thought I'd give it a shot. I've been using Kingsford. Been happy with Kingsford. B&B on the right, Kingsford on the left. Big difference in size, and that's what everybody said, and that's what the pictures show. So I'm very interested to see how it performs. This is the competition oak charcoal briquettes. I'm a stick with briquettes for now. That's just what I know. I haven't messed with char logs and all those kinds of things. So one step at a time and change variables bit by bit. This won't be 100% comparable to what I did with Kingsford, because as I was excited about the B&B, I forgot to layer in some hickory chunks with the B&B. So it's straight B&B in the chute, in the hopper. I do have a chunk, something like this, of hickory in the ash pan, and I've got my country style ribs, which is nothing but strips of pork shoulder. No bone on these. There was some fat on them. I dressed them up, trimmed them some, and again put my own rub on it. But the trip for the B&B, I went to Ace. They had it on sale, on special, something like 9 something. I got a picture of it. I forget what it was. So I bought a few bags. Found some Cosmos. I keep seeing everybody using Cosmos, Dirty Bird, Cosmos, Killer Honeybee. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and not this cook, but on another cook, see what it tastes like, and if I like them, this is a reference point to see if I can make something myself. But I'm gonna get these bad boys out, put them on the middle rack. The plan is at 225. I've got some temps I want to shoot for, and then I'm going to put them in some foil pans and cover them and braise them for a while. But I will throw them on there about an hour, put some moisture on it, and come up with some kind of baste. Might do some pre-made stubs, mix it with a little Dr. Pepper, thin it out, and use that as a baste every hour until I get to 150, or every half hour, something like that, whatever I feel like, whatever I remember. And in between chores that she whom must be obeyed assigns as given, and somewhere sneak a beer in here. So I'm going to get busy with this, and we'll be back later. Alright, it's been, what, 53 minutes on the nose since I started the timer here. I came down, I just thought to put the probe in, and my initial thought was to go at 225 to internal temperature around 150, and then switch over to braising. I just came down to kind of baste them down a little bit with a barbecue sauce Dr. Pepper, thinned out Dr. Pepper mix to put on there. And one of the biggest pieces is already at, that's what I got the probe in, it's in the 150s. Touched the rest of them with an Insta-Read, and they looked like they were in the 140s, so moved them around a little bit. Figuring give it a little more time, more exposure to the smoke and gas in the grill before we go switch over to braising. I'd like to catch something, but let's take a peek. This big bad boy here, he was right here in the middle, and seems like he's the biggest one there, and he also had the highest temperature. And the Masterbuilt probe was within a degree or so of my Insta-Read. So we'll let it ride. Maybe drink a little brew and relax a little bit. Okay, we are 2 hours 18 minutes in, and we're hitting an internal temperature on the biggest one at 150 by the Masterbuilt probe. Insta-read on that one and all the others puts them plus or minus right around 150. So good job, Masterbuilt. What I'm going to do is take these off, put them in a pan, just for giggles. I was at Ace today and I found that B&B, and I see everybody on the groups talk about Cosmos this and Cosmos that. So I've always just made my own rubs just cause. So I'm going to take these guys off, throw them in the pan, sprinkle them with Cosmos, sprinkle some Cosmos in the pan, add some hot water to the bottom, foil it over, and braise them till about 190. I think that's the target. No, not 190, 180 is going to be the target. And once we reach 180, we're going to take them off and throw them on the sear grates until we get to 190. So be with you in a second. Alright, here we go in the pan. Do a little Cosmos. Killer honeybee. I tasted it. Pretty good. Not far off the general flavor profile I think most of us would make with, the SPG and then some paprika. This has got some additional, it's got sugar, some honey powder. Just reading the label. I don't have any insights. I'm going to get some on the bottoms. I'm going to add some hot water. Want that liquid to smoke. Get that flavor in there. And boy, that's pretty. That's pretty. So, but what's going to be interesting is I'm going to try to copy that flavor profile. That's the fun part, messing around with this stuff. Alright, got me some hot water. Get that going in here. I'm just making this shit up as I go, people. Just read recipes and what other people are doing. Find something that sounds good. It's like the temperatures and stuff I'm using today is just all stuff that it's just a mix, a hodgepodge of recipes of what other people have done. We're not doing anything unique, and there's no gospel, although there are those that act like there is. But this is cooking. This is you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make some stuff that's not great. You're gonna make some stuff that's absolutely fabulous. So, but it should be fun. Relax, have a good time. All right, I'm gonna crank this up to 275. Throw some foil on the top. Put it back in the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 560, and let her go till I think I said 180. Later, guys. Alright, I'm probe tender anywhere from high 180 to 190 something, depending on where you stick it, and some's a little tougher. Most of it is probe tender though. That's just the nature of the beast with various sizes of meat you're cooking. I had foil that was covering it while it was braised. I'm getting ready to throw some asparagus on here. I'm going to crank this up a little bit. So what I do is I read this somewhere. I use loosely balled foil in the grill grates. I'll do this on everything after it cools down. So, but I was just getting it ready for asparagus. I'm going to grill that. Turn the temperature up a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. But prep that. I've got butter, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder, SPG. Have my head in that grill's got my nose running. Whew, all that smoke, I'm crying. So I'm gonna crank it up to about 500. I'm sure that butter's gonna smoke and cook off and go crazy, but it doesn't need to be on there long. I'll throw it in one of those pans, and me and the wife will be eating later. said, that butter's going to smoke. I got it cranked up to 500. Close the top. Let these guys get a little tender, and we'll be right to dinner. Okay, today's cook considered a success. The B&B seemed to burn like charcoal. One chunk of hickory and about a 4 or 5 hour smoke. I didn't really pay that much attention to the time. As far as the country style ribs or the sliced pork shoulder went, I rushed it. I probably could have left it on some heat a little slower for another hour or so on some pieces. Some pieces were fantastic. Others, they need a little more rendering time. But I pushed it, and I didn't get it on as soon as I wanted. So I raised some temperatures here and there and got internal temperatures faster than you should. And you pay the price when you do that in tenderness. But nothing was bad. Nothing to blame on Masterbuilt or the 560. The damn thing makes getting back to smoking a real frickin' pleasure. So can't complain so far about this thing. I'm going back and forth with Masterbuilt customer service on between email and Facebook Messenger. See, I'm missing a rivet head there that popped off sometime. So luckily I got I hope 3 more. Yeah, they're having a hard time understanding that one, I don't have the stuff to do rivets, and they think it's screws. So their support guys not quite getting that how their product actually works. They just want to send me a latch. I'm not a handy dude. I don't do rivets, so they just need to send me a whole damn door with the latch attached is my deal. But no complaints. They've been nice. If you're on Facebook Messenger with them or email, you're going to get probably 1 reply a day from them. So on business day, Monday through Friday. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'm just glad somebody's got my issue, paying attention, and the Facebook Messenger piece was key to getting some action, because I did it through their website. Do not try to phone call them for anything. You're not going to get anybody. But if you do have an issue, I recommend going to the website. Make sure you're registered, and then file a claim through their webpage. And if you don't hear anything in a couple business days, get on Facebook, go to Messenger, send them a message. If you have it, also include your claim number. That is helpful, and they will ask you for it. I use Gmail. My Masterbuilt emails were going to, their support emails were going to my spam. Didn't know it. It doesn't say it's from Masterbuilt. It says it's from some whatever software package they're using to manage their claims. So I love the Masterbuilt. I'm the weekend warrior type. I'm not one of these guys that are cooking 4, 5, 6 nights a week on it. It is a smoker and it is a grill. I'm a devoted gas grill guy. I've had the same gas grill for 15, maybe more than 15 years. I love it. I still love it. It still beats convenience. It still beats firing up the Masterbuilt. I'm sorry, it does. You go open the hood, turn a knob, push a button, close the hood. Here, you still gotta pull the slides if you don't forget those. Make sure you got charcoal in there, and then you gotta go light it. So there, it's degrees, and depending on the individual, it makes a difference or it doesn't. But I have a Broil Master. Those things are tanks. I've replaced the burners and whatnot inside maybe 3 times over 15 years. I've not too long ago got the smoke shutter. There goes the AC. Got the smoke shutter put into the Broil Master. Essentially, it's a shutter over top of the tiles, ceramic tiles I have in there. Turns it into an oven. It's very versatile. I enjoy it. Makes one hell of a, beer can style chicken. Don't really put a beer can up a chicken's ass. I've got one of the stands, and I do some seasoned liquid inside of it for aromatics. But can't beat it. And I can't wait. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do some spatchcock chicken on the Masterbuilt. For planned cooks, Masterbuilt's going to be the go-to. As long as it keeps running. I haven't had any issues. One thing I haven't done yet, I haven't done any updates on it. I haven't connected to Wi-Fi. I have done the Bluetooth. I haven't really had any problems with the Bluetooth, except Bluetooth is short range. I can't go in the house and go upstairs, or I'm going to lose my connection. That's a pain in the ass. But it's I love this thing. $500. People bitching about the build quality and everything. I think it's $500 worth of build quality. I mean, it's not shoddy, but it's not a Lang or it's not a Meadow Creek. And if you don't know what those are, you need to go look them up and be ready for some sticker shock. Or some pellet grills. I've never owned a pellet grill. I was real close this year to wanting to do a pellet grill because I got some new people in my life and through work and whatnot that are pellet grill guys, and they seem to love them. So I started watching the Weber Smoke Fire last fall and watching the rollout of that. Joined some groups on that and just watched. Didn't comment, just watched. And boy, Weber had a rough rollout with the Smoke Fire, and that put the brakes on me. And then started watching some YouTube stuff, and I found a guy who was running a Weber Smoke Fire, not having problems with it. Just if he had problems, it wasn't a big deal. They got fixed, and Weber was sending out replacement parts and whatnot, and he was having a good old time with it, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And this guy, look him up. He's just a blast to watch his installments on YouTube. It's just search YouTube for Trend Kill. I've never picked up his name, but I love how he cooks, what he does, what he shares. Watching his YouTube channel is like throwback to the old days of actual cooking shows. So, but it's all about smoking shit, and he's got a smoke sanctuary that will blow your mind. It's and it seems like every time you turn around, he's got a new smoker or grill coming in and out of there. And I mean, he lives the smoke life. So he's fun. But totally think you should check out Trend Kill. I do this, and just started doing this for me. This is kind of a diary. If anybody watches this and they get any value out of it, fantastic. More power to you. You don't see my name. It's Mr. Allgrain. That YouTube assigned that to me through my email when I first got on YouTube years ago. And you can see, if you go look at my history, I don't have many videos on there. But seeing other people doing stuff and being joined into groups on Facebook and Reddit and stuff kind of inspired me to just record some of the stuff I'm doing. And again, it's kind of like my diary. I think it's neat. If I don't get a massive following, I don't care. On Facebook, I don't use a real name either. It's none of your damn business who I am. And why do you care? Nobody should care. We're just sharing ideas and information. Seems like everybody's looking for their 15 minutes of fame with stuff. But the groups, I've learned a ton. There's a few groups on Facebook for the Masterbuilt Gravity series. And there's some really fantastic people in those different groups. The Masterbuilt United group, the guy that founded that has a great channel. Real helpful guy. Participates. He's mentoring. He's doing a great job. I can't remember his name. I'm lousy with that stuff. I've watched some of his videos. He does some neat stuff. But Tommy, somebody maybe. I don't know. I'm subscribed to him. But he's fantastic, and he's helped a lot of people. Now, what's really wild about these damn groups is how many people could be just total assholes, and they don't even read all of posts. I mean, you write something, and it's like if they already have come to a conclusion before they started reading your first sentence, they're all of a sudden telling you to fuck off and get out, get off the page or get off the group, and they didn't even practice basic reading and comprehension. It just amazes me that people, if it's their real names and they're putting that out there, they're willing to just be that rude and that much of an asshole. I'm not religious, but I sure as hell live by the golden rule: do unto others. Not before they do to you, but do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Nothing. What do you win by being right or putting somebody down? That's what I don't get. I like helping people succeed and whatnot, and a lot of that shit with the groups just turns me off. I'm a normal dude. I like to drink my beer, my craft beer. Years ago, I used to brew beer. I still have the brewery and all the equipment, and I had a job where I traveled for way too long, and stuff like brewing and all that just took too much time. So somewhere in the next decade, I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to retire. I'll be doing stuff with things like the Masterbuilt, the cooking, and who knows what's going to be out there 5 years from now. Because this Gravity series, I tell you, this is the bomb. Somebody's going to come out. I can't believe Weber did not do this. I just really cannot believe Weber did not come out with this first. They went with that damn pellet grill. It's their damn marketing and focus group people got in the way, I think, and they had to flip a coin somewhere. And Masterbuilt came out with a Gravity series. I tell you, the Old Country has a smoker. Trenkill has one. I've seen some other guys online using it. Boy, if I had money, if I was really just truly into smoking, that would be the ticket. There's no PID or control unit on it. You open the valves and open the chimney stack and all that, but it's pretty solid from what I've seen. But Gravity feed hoppers with the fuel is the way to go. All you stick burners and offset guys and minion method dudes, more power to you. But I got out of smoking for probably seven or so years because I was tired of managing a damn fire. I could manage a fire. I didn't feel like putting up with it. This damn thing, you just got to know the limits of your fuel, and you can set it and forget it, as long as you keep in mind how long your fuel's going to last. So, I'm rambling. You're looking at my Masterbuilt. I had a good day. Another time I'm going to have to tell you about something I learned today regarding the wife and smoking and getting away with shit. So I'll save that for for the next cook. and finally the AC shuts off. But guys, have fun, cook. It's not worth getting upset if you don't agree with somebody. If you think somebody's wrong, in any reply you give online, in video, and face-to-face, be constructive. There's no sense in being confrontational. Always ask yourself, what do you win? If you're right, what do you win in that moment? There's no participation trophies. There's no trophies from moment to moment. What do you win? Help people, mentor. That shit's fun. So, smoke on, people. Cook and eat good.